so we can start. I'm gonna present you the computer-aided pizza designer with Blender. I am Daniele De Luca from Cineca in Italy, and this is my first Blender conference, so for me now you are all naked because it's easier. Who is Cineca? Cineca is an inter-university consortium, one of the major Italian supercomputing center, and it has inside a small department for computer graphics and scientific visualization or cultural heritage, just 3-4 people inside Cineca. Italpizza is our partner in this work and is an Italian leading for frozen pizza manufacturing and operating worldwide. It makes the pizzas that you can buy worldwide in the frozen pizza in the supermarkets. And Cineca serves already Italpizza for hosting administrative data, but the idea started from the collaboration, and the basic idea is that the research and the R&D department of Italpizza needs a system for interactive real-time 3D pre-visualization of pizza, the pizza designer. This tool should have a double purpose. First one is to support research and development department for the development of new recipes, and the pre-visualization of the amount and quantity of the whole ingredients portfolio that they have, and of course a database connection with the existing portfolio of ingredients. The other purpose is support the marketing people with the creation of recipes on the fly. When the client asks for a recipe, you are demonstrating that you can do with your ingredients and your basis and your pizza portfolio. And they also asked us for a script to make the designer independent to do a real-time rolling demo in exhibitions, and just to be projected on bigger surfaces. And also they want to allow the client or any user to use this pizza designer, and so we have designed it for touchscreen devices. The solution from Italpizza, there is no further specification, and they never used the computer graphics for their own work. So they aren't expert or video gamers or technicians. They came out with this idea, but it has to be super simple and easy to use and lightweight, and so on. At Cineca we have technical skills and little Blender know how to do something and how to manage with this problem. At first we thought that we had to use the game engine because it has complex shaders, you can program shiny glares, specular things. We even thought about the smoke simulation for the ingredients baked, and we thought about BGA and Python scripted interface, whole new, because there is like a big eye or other interfaces, but you have to script this. Also, the scene navigation into the game engine is not prepared. You have to do it yourself, the navigation of the scene and the rotation, the movement into the scene. The Blender game engine is compatible with every computer that runs Blender, but for high quality visualization there are difficult compatibility, especially with low-high peripherals. Like 1 or 2 years ago there is no tablet surfaces with a GeForce or a high value NVIDIA or ATI card, so with integrated you can do so much. So we do a technical demo just to show them what we are doing after the specification arrived, and we do this like pre-rendered demos. Just a cylinder with a sculpted pizzas based on the references and on the on their specification, there is a little hole in the middle. The topology is not totally correct, and this is what we presented after a few days. Just to show them the render quality that they asked, the quality that we can reach. And after this, they told us that they are satisfied, that they think that this is the final version of the whole stuff. And after this reaction, we thought that we can do this integrated into the Blender code with an add-on-like solution, and with a 3D view movement, 3D view visualization with a multi-texture, so compatible with the touchscreen device. The Blender interfaces is nice and sleek, and it gives us lists and feedbacks and buttons and everything. The 3D movement and tools of Blender, also like the 3D transformation tools, is there for us, and so we came up with the final interface. This one. It brings out this brings out all the tool panels and properties, and this is a customized installation of Blender. You can drag, and with the touch panel, of course, you can touch your pizzas. This is a really big one on the screen. And you have all the buttons, the new recipe, the navigations for the reset view. You can see the top, the bottom. This is all produced for touch panel, so you have to manage with this little panel here, just for rotation. And so they asked us for the script and the looping customization. So we have created this turntable to show how things works without the need that anybody touches anything. After this, we have references for the bases, pizza bases, like most common pomodoro mozzarella. And this one is the first one that they gave us. There is also still pomodoro, and a whole portfolio of different cheese, like mozzarella, Asiago, pecorino, etc., etc. Also, there are bases with a single pomodoro tomato on it. You can add your own topping or different stuff on it. For the references, we model their existing ingredients because they have a database. They have to show the clients that their portfolio is valuable. So in the first ingredient selection, they provided us some photo references of cooked and raw, because we have to show how the ingredients are in real life. So this is mozzarella. This is only mozzarella. We can extrapolate from here the texture, use it as a topping for the just the tomato base. Also, there are some weight specifics because they can calculate the nutritional effects and some other stuff with the database connection. And also the ingredients like fontina, mushrooms, zucchini, peppers, and some others. So I'm going to try some combination. You see, I can add the white bases and add some items. With their portfolio, we have sliced tomatoes, and their request is to edit the number of ingredients, the weight, and the size, etc. So we had the edit button that took us in a different view. We can move and select the position, the rotation, the arrangement of our ingredients, but also edit ingredient parts. This splits up the ingredient, and then we can also edit this. Of course, the pizza is like sculpted, so we need a system to slice over the sculpted. That comes from Blender, internal tools, scripted and automated to make it lightweight. That is really nice. Okay, you can also delete some ingredients to see if the pizza looks too poor. Like, I don't know, with 5 tomatoes I don't buy this pizza or something, but I can also add other ingredients. Salami? Okay. Gorgonzola. Wait. I know it's lunchtime, and sorry about that. You can add also some independent cheese stuff on it. And the final view is like this. Okay with salami? And of course, we can do a little bit more from these tools. Like, there are more complex ingredients, some rucolas and foliage, and so. And there are the tools in Blender to do even more, like the baking tools, like baking pizzas. It fits. And 3D print, also the smell, we can add of course. And like in the cooking recipes shows, I prepared a cooked one down there, because this PC isn't enough powerful, but for core PCs there is enough power, maybe in the render farm with 150 cores. And you can you can bake your pizza from raw to baked, and there are a different behavior of the ingredients from the baking system. Like the mozzarella has a little specularity bakes. I don't know if you can see this, but it's subtle and nice. Also the rucola has the translucency, and I don't know, something else. The olive has also translucency, baking stuff, and baking preparation. Wait for the baking. There are computing shadows, part 1 or 2 of 2, and then this is the base, the heavy part, and then part 2 of 2. Okay. That's a simple one. And from these references, we have modeled all the pizza stuff, and also the crust, that they need to be the one that they give us. They give us this pizza. We have a photo campaign all for this pizzas, and 360 degrees photos, then composited and then arranged into our system. The ingredient details, I told that the rucola has a translucency and complex geometry to make sure that the ambient occlusion baking doesn't show the quotes. So it's more defined one. Also, the olive and some other ingredients have specularity baking in Blender. You do this thing, Blender internal rendering. You do this thing by managing with the nodes, because the full render can't give you the specularity on baking system. Also, we have some ham test with clothing, with a cloth simulation, because we had to we had to lay every slice on the pizza. Okay, some feature and technical infos. This is from Blender 2.63a version, and it has save load functionality because they have the connection database and they need to calculate weight and costs for every ingredient part. 10 bases and more than 30 ingredients from this collaboration, but we can add more ingredients because this is not one Blender scene. There is one Blender scene for each ingredient because we can attach and detach by script to make it lightweight. The editing of ingredients and their parts is integrated, and the ingredient lays on the surface, as you see. The pizza baking is with the internal engine, and thank you. If you have any questions. Yes.
Hey, regarding the order of the ingredients, like if somebody put down some lettuce first, and then later on they wanted, I don't know, throw on chicken or something like that, how would it calculate? Like, because lettuce would be, of course, all like raised and bumpy and stuff. Would it automatically order it so it doesn't look all mangled and?
They required the order of the ingredients for the baking research and development department for the baking order, but we cannot afford into a lightweight application the displacement from all the ingredients. There is only the displacement from the base. So with 8 maps, the ingredients lays currently you see on the base, but no interaction through ingredients. But you can edit and rotate just to afford your needs, to reach your needs.
Cool, thanks.
So I'm very impressed. I mean, I really like what you do. It's really, really awesome. What mostly surprises me, and very nice to see, is you actually use the normal Python scripting environment and the interface. So there's no game engine involved, right?
No game engine because the add-ons, all the stuff, because the game engine should have been rewritten the interface and the rotation and the movement into the Blender. So this is a customization of the whole Blender.
And did you test the Blender internal the CLSL shadow? We have real-time shadow in the interface.
Real-time shadow, yeah, because we had no GLSL compatibility with Intel integrated card or such a tablet PC low-end devices. Yeah? So we want to make it compatible like with my pad or other stuff with Windows or for now with Windows, but I hope in the future with other platforms, and so it's in a multi-texture.
Oh, okay. So for people who have been reading the roadmap at the code.blender.org website, there was a discussion, a really long discussion about what are we going to do with the game engine in Blender. But it's a very valuable part of Blender to have real-time 3D and people making applications in it. Not only games, but anything that requires interaction and 3D is important to have that in a tool as Blender. And this is an excellent example of how you can do that even without the game engine already. And so the roadmap discussion and my proposal was to make sure that the Blender viewport and everything you can do in drawing is going to be much more advanced, like real-time AO and depth of field, good shadow. And it should look as, even for a modeler, you would want to have the viewport to be totally, absolutely awesome. At the same time, you can have that for the pizza factory. They can use the same features and make it interactive. So the discussion was about, instead of trying to keep the game engine in this kind of half, not fully developed state, we can also look at how to add a logic system next into or integrated into our animation system. Because logic, things and decisions and animation is actually something that's very close. It will add a lot of new features for the animators, and of course people who do applications like that will get lots of benefits from it. So that was my side note.
More questions?
Did you turn off other functions so that the user doesn't accidentally come into the graph editor or something?
Yes, we hidden the toolbar, and for the actual user, it's impossible to go, I don't know, into another panel, because you have to press like command arrows or control and arrows to go to the real interface, but you have only the mouse. To do this, you have to split or drag other panels, but this is not necessary because it's guided from the Italpizza vendors to the clients, so they can show them. And then if they want to see the working application like this, they can do this. But it's hidden, but not really hidden, because Blender is still there.
Okay, so you didn't remove code or something?
Oh yeah, there is code to hide all the pizza designer, also the functionality when you transform something and then the little panel pops out down there. We have throw out this stuff, hidden this stuff.
Well, there's also development going on the Python side to have much more control over how buttons look like, what kind of buttons you can make. And we're going to add image buttons, for example, just a picture where you can do things. We're working on the better drag and drop support. So you could, for example, make that pull-down menu could be like a permanent little list or a row or whatever grid of images, and you can allow a user then to grab a picture of a whatever it is and drop it in those things. So we really like to work on those things, and in examples like this is very motivating, so we understand, so that's actually a use case.
We actually need those stuff.
We know it's needed, but the priorities, like, so what are people waiting for, what are we going to do first, and what are we going to do next? And sometimes seeing a crazy pizza designer in Blender then suddenly makes people think, oh, that's so cool, let's help the guys and make it a better pizza baker. Yeah.
No questions? So thank you very much. We love pizza even more now.
Thank you.
It is also,